nice little pony. You're a pretty pony. What a pretty pony. Oh. Well, I guess I was sitting here napping my little ass off here on a late afternoon, and I guess I got an unboxing to do. Well, what we got going on here today? Something from Gigabyte. Check it out. This is the latest of the G1 Killer Series motherboards. This is the G1 Sniper M3. Now, this is a pretty badass little motherboard. It's got a lot of stuff packed into this small box. Now, me personally, I think this is going to be one of the really nice boards that you're going to see to build an HTPC, because it's a nice small board and has plenty of features, including digital audio, including awesome graphics connections. You can use the built-in graphics of the HD 4000 on your new Intel to have great graphics on your screen per either the HDMI or the DisplayPort that's in here. So that said, let's actually jump in. Let's take a closer look at this new G1 motherboard from the folks over at Gigabyte. All right, folks, like all unboxings, we're going to start out by taking a look at the box. So here in the front, you can see this is the G1 Sniper M3. This is part of the G1 Killer series of motherboards. You guys know that the G1 series, they have lots of motherboards usually. They have Sniper, Gorilla, all kinds of series, and they're usually geared for high end. Now, with the new HD 4000 graphics, it's supposedly the first time that Intel actually has real chips on the CPU to power it. Before this, it's all been pretty much simulated or synthetic. So let's jump in. We'll see the front. We'll show you guys the back of the box. All kinds of new features on this motherboard. Today's just the unboxing and first look. You guys can see they have this new sound. Crystal Voice, THX, lots of stuff there. Go ahead and just pop on in. Nice camouflage looking box there. Go ahead and pull it out of the box. Oh, wow. Okay, so cameraman can get this or not. Like all of the G1 series, they come with a giant poster. I'm going to be putting this thing in my office in a few minutes here. Check this out. You can have your choice of sides. Man, this thing's really glossy. It shines up. There's the front. Here's the other side. So you get your choice of what side you want to use. Really nice poster. Like I said, I like it enough. It's going to be going on the wall in my lab ASAP. Get that out of the way. Also have the sticker collection. A lot of kids like stickers. I'm an adult, I'm not really too into stickers, but a lot of kids do still like them. And for those people who like stickers, it's a cool thing. It's just a matter of taste, but at least they give it to you. Extra goodies are always good. Here is the manual right here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the manual. Take a look in here at the Sniper M3. Bear with me just 1 second, folks, as I get in here. Get some of the main features. Okay, so I know this is kind of something different that we don't ever do, but I'm just going to do this anyways. This time, support for the Intel Core i7 processors, Core i5 processors, supports Core i3 processors. This is also the LGA 1155 package. So you guys know that it'll support all of the older Sandy Bridge processors as well as the new Ivy Bridge processors. Features the Intel Z77 Express chipset. Supports 4 1.5 volt DDR3 DIMMs. Up to 32 gigabytes of total memory on the motherboard. On the chipset, as far as onboard graphics, we have 1 D-sub, 1 DVI-D port, 1 HDMI, and 1 DisplayPort. The audio is the Creative CAQ132 chip, something new. It says support for Sound Blaster Recon 3DI, high definition audio, 2 5.1 channel audio, support for SPDIF. LAN is supported by the Intel Gigabyte LAN chip, supports 10, 100, and 1000 megabit connections. Expansion slots. It has one PCI Express 16X slot running at 16, another PCI slot running at 8, Also, the PCIe X16 and PCI X slots conform to PCI Express 3.0 standard. You guys have all been waiting for it. Ivy Bridge is going to fully support this. There's one PCI Express times 6 slot running at 4. That's when it says PCIe times 4, and then one PCI Express times 1 slot. It also says the PCI X4 and the PCI X1 slots also conform to PCI Express the 2.0 standard. So, multi-graphics technology, support for two-way AMD Crossfire, or SLI technology. Pretty good stuff here. So I know there's something different, folks. I've never really done this before, but I want to just give you guys some of the features of this because you guys know the actual official launch date's out. We're not going to bother doing Sandy Bridge testing because we don't really think that many people are going to be using Sandy Bridge in this. I don't really think if you have a Sandy Bridge processor, you're going to go out and buy yourself a new motherboard just to get yourselves a little bit of performance increase. And also, I think if you're out looking for a new motherboard, you're not going to want to put a Sandy Bridge. You're going to want to put an Ivy Bridge, you know? So I'm just continuing along with the unboxing, showing you the stuff that's in here. SATA, rear I/O. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. I'll try to move it up a little bit. Everything's well marked on it. I'll go ahead and get back down and focus near the box area. Comes with the SLI cable. Now let's jump into the heart of the matter. Let's see the motherboard itself. Comes completely sealed in an anti-static box. There's actually a little Gigabyte case emblem logo in there as well. So let me go ahead and just move this box out of the way. Go ahead and open up the board. Gonna go ahead and set the board down now. And I guess I'll begin looking at it, I guess like this. So we'll start up here at the top. Here's your 4-pin power connector. You have a system fan connector there, CPU fan connector there. There's also another system fan connector here and one here. So altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fan connectors on the motherboard. That's pretty good. Lots of cooling. Plenty of room around the LGA 2011 ZIF socket right there. Now, if you guys like the color coordination on this, it's really cool. I like it. It reminds me of old Kawasaki motorcycles. You see right here, we have the memory. We talked about that earlier. 32 gigabytes GDDR3 memory. 24-pin power connector. Here is the USB 3.0 bracket, little connector right there. We can see there's very limited SATA ports. I'll just go ahead and flip it around real quick up so you guys can see it. Move on. Back over here, we also have an external eSATA port right here. Being that this motherboard is a smaller form factor than standard, you're going to have a limited amount of the PCI slots. So right here we have the first PCI slot. This is the times 16. This is the times 4. And this is the times 8. Here's your sound options. They're kind of a little bit hard to see. I'm going to try to bring it up to the camera so you can see them. There are these little green things right back underneath here. That's your creative sound solution. There's also a direct line running right through here as well for the connector right here. Here's some more of the audio stuff right here. I don't know why they have it separated like that, but they do. At the bottom of the board here, you can see it's a simple non-active cooling solution. All the rest of the connectors are down here for your external USB, connecting to your case. Before we look at the rear I/O, let's just take a quick look at the back of the board. You can see right here's the bracket. If you're going to use any aftermarket coolers and stuff, you'll probably have to remove that. Let's move the board back. Now you guys can take a look at the rear I/O. Now, like I said when I first started the video, this board I feel is totally designed for those people who want a really high-end HTPC. Let's take a look at the audio. It's geared for both optical and analog sound, which is really good. I know that you can also get the sound through your HDMI or through your DisplayPort cable, but if you're not wanting to use those type of speakers, this digital connection becomes very, very important. We see a standard USB here. You have both of the old legacy keyboard and mouse connections here. VGA analog, DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. More USB, eSATA, USB 3.0, and finally the LAN. So let me just real quick lay everything out here on the table so you guys can see everything that comes in the box of this new G1 Sniper M3. And so here's everything that comes in the box, including the little sticker. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm Elric, and you've seen the unboxing of the new G1 Sniper M3 here at motherboards.org.